organic corn, and it's doing really well. This is the field out behind the grain bins. The weed pressure is really low in this field. Really happy with that. We did hit it with the Insight Turbo several times, and that's just doing a phenomenal job here for the corn, for the organic ground. It just does really well at keeping the weed pressure down. The Ford 4000 is also doing a really good job. We just have a 2-row cultivator, which is fine for now. But this tractor probably won't even go through a tank of gas for the entire, all the fields that need to be cultivated. So it's really a low price when you look at it for keeping the weeds under control. With organic farming, it's really a trade-off of fertilizer bills and spray bills for fuel bills. But this tractor just does a phenomenal job for us here on this farm. When we are cultivating, you can see it is pulling the dirt up along the corn. That aerates the corn, gives it some oxygen, and this is the second time that we've cultivated this corn, and we got some rain and it just really jumped up. You can tell the color, it's not lacking anything, and it's just really greened up since we cultivated the last time, so that's great. It's really a blessing to be able to try out different types of farming here. This ground had not been farmed for at least 15 years, maybe more. Not exactly 100% sure. I'd have to go back and look at everything, but off the top of my head, I'm not sure how long. But with that being so, we're able to do the organic crop farming, try it out, see what we think of it, if it works for us, and if it's something we enjoy doing. So we're trying it out this year. We do really enjoy it. We enjoy the cultivating, just working the earth and keeping things under control that way. If we do decide to continue with this, we would probably opt for a larger cultivator, but being that we're just trying it out this year, we're using what we have available to us, and that is the 2-row cultivator with the Ford 4000. We might up it to a 6-row cultivator and use a larger tractor, the John Deere maybe, not the 70-290R. 44. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, so. But yeah, that would be an option. The other option would be to do like a GMO corn or soybeans. That you can use certain types of chemicals with, or not chemicals, but fertilizers with. With organic corn and crops, you can't use any animal byproducts unless it's like chicken manure or steer manure, but there's no, there's just certain things that you can use to provide fertilizer for your crop, and obviously there's absolutely no spraying. The same with GMO. GMO, there's no spraying, but you can use nitrogen. I guess that's the word, what I'm looking for. You can use nitrogen with GMO, but not with organic. Now, there are some other things that you can do to give energy to your crop with organic, but this is probably one of the best things that you can do for it, is to cultivate it. It just works that dirt, gives it the oxygen that it needs. Some people will put molasses in with the seeds to give it the sugar that it needs to get going. In this field here, we did not put any headlands in. That allowed us the ability to turn around at each end of the field without knocking down any corn. However, at some of our other fields we did. We're gonna see how it makes up in yields, not to have the grassland at the edges of the field. This one we were a little bit, we were able to get away with not as much grassland. Some of the other fields we would have had to have more, so we did put end rows in. And the Ford really doesn't knock that much corn down. What it does knock down, it perks right back up with the next rain. So that's great. It's nice to be able to try this out, and we'll see how it works for us this year. See which way we want to go with it next year, if we want to do organic again or GMO, or go back to conventional. With the organic, you do need to have space between the fields that you are working as organic land and any conventional fields that might be nearby. So I think some of you guys were wondering why we planted so much grass and why we did the organic Timothy, and that was because it was next to an organic field. It was land that wasn't being utilized, so we decided to plant something in it just to increase our yields on the farm. We also have a grass hay field mixed with alfalfa that's organic, and that's the buffer on the other fields across the road. Now, with those fields down there, there is another organic farmer, and he also has a buffer. So it's just protecting our crops and protecting what we have. This land is certified now, which makes it even better, a lot easier to, a lot more, I guess, you can make more money off of the certified organic. But yeah, we are really happy with the way that these fields are looking, the way that they are turning out, and the way things are going for us. So we'll keep you posted on these. But as for now, I think it's time for me to get back to dinner. We're having beef tips and gravy tonight over buttered noodles. And I might run down to the garden and see if there's any more zucchini down there. I just made some zucchini muffins with some of the zucchini, and we had zucchini sauteed the other night, just in olive oil, butter, and garlic. But the garden's looking really nice. We have some peppers on. We have our tomatoes on, our basil is looking good, and banana peppers. So far the only thing that I've harvested out of the garden is the zucchini and the basil. But the carrots are looking good, the beets are looking good. So yeah, we'll let this video at that. Let me know if you have any questions. Try to get them answered. I hope I answered some of your questions, maybe some questions that you didn't have or you didn't know you had. But yeah, these fields are looking really good. And any corn that this does knock over usually pops right back up. So you can see there is a lot of moisture in the ground. There's lots of moisture there. So that's good. So as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. So we're down here in the, this is one of our conventional cornfields. You can see, I guess they did a video of how tall it was. We did get about 3/10 of an inch of rain, and you can just see how much it's grown. But we are really happy with the way this cornfield is as well. You can see this is quite a bit taller than our organic field. And one of the reasons is, well, obviously this is the first field that we planted, but when you're planting conventional and organic on the same farm, or even within a certain distance, you want to plant them at different times so that they tossle at different times, because you can't have cross-pollination. So that's just another reason that you might see different heights of corn with the organic and the conventional. But this corn is doing really well. We were able to put nitrogen down on this, but again, you can't really tell the difference other than the size in the leaves and the stalks between this and the organic, which has not had any nitrogen put on it. So yeah.